Welcome back to the channel. Today, as noted, I want to explore the concept of implied volatility, particularly from the perspective of a potential investor looking for covered call opportunities. So with that said, I guess initially, the general definition of implied volatility from Investopedia here is a metric that captures the market's view of the likelihood of changes in a given security's price, which investors use to project future moves and supply and demand, and often employ it to price option contracts. Therefore, implied volatility, I guess they also know is not the same as historical volatility, also known as the realized volatility or statistical volatility. The historical volatility, which measures past market changes and their actual results. So implied volatility is basically, from my take from this, is the market's forecast of how likely the stock is to move in the future. This is important when pricing option contracts clearly, because if one knows how likely or by what magnitude something is to move in the future, they can assess the reasonability of what a certain option is priced at currently when either buying or selling calls or puts. So with that said, I guess it made sense to me to take a look at what implied volatilities are of certain stocks. So I got 5 stocks noted that I'd like to take a look at: Apple, Johnson & Johnson, Facebook, Tesla, and JP Morgan. So for me, I use a variety of brokerages, one of them being E-Trade. If I pull E-Trade over here and you take a look at these implied volatilities, you can see for JP Morgan, they got this nice implied volatility, what they call it, constellation. And I'm just looking at the weekly contract out to the May expiration contract, and we see that implied volatility noted here for JP Morgan varies based on the contract expiration. However, it seems to be right around 22%, so I have that noted down. JP Morgan, 22%. Another one to take a look at, a high mover, one expected to have a lot of implied volatility, would be Tesla. As you can see, Tesla has an implied volatility between somewhere around the 56% range, so I'll note that down. One of the most widely held stocks, Apple, implied volatility range in the 25 to 27% range, so I'll note that down. Another one I like to take a look at is Facebook. Implied volatility is similar to Apple in the 27-28% range. And then finally, Johnson & Johnson. Sorry, had to take a look. Johnson & Johnson implied volatility, as you can see, is the lowest of the ones we looked at, in the 16 to 18% range for the duration strike prices we've chosen to look at. However, as you can see, this basically extends into the future as well. So with that said, we have 5 stocks ranked. If you were to rank them from high to low in implied volatility, you would see Tesla, then Apple, Facebook, kind of right on each other's, right, gets right back to each other, basically mimicking each other. Finally, and then JP Morgan, and to round them out, Johnson & Johnson. Tesla being significantly higher, almost 2 times higher than the second place contender. So with that said, it's clear investors expect the price of Tesla for the next week to the next 4 weeks on a percentage basis to move more than Apple, Facebook, Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan. On the reverse side of that, they expect Johnson & Johnson, which is a large established company, less growth, been around for a long time, to move the least. Johnson & Johnson also has a stable dividend, so it's looked at as more of a blue chip company that people without a high appetite for volatility and risk are looking to invest in for that steady growth or steady income, steady dividend payments over a long amount of time. So for me, implied volatility by itself doesn't mean that much unless compared to other stocks. And then I also wanted to see, just my own curiosity, how much somebody could take in from a covered call that's exploring these 5 call opportunities. So what I did is wrote some code basically to go out, pull the option tables for these stocks, and then basically graph them according to one another for several time durations, being 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks. And we can see when we do this, as one would expect, Tesla pays the highest premium relative to the other stocks for based on what upside strike somebody would like to write. The upside strike is priced in terms of the percentage the strike is above the current stock price. So as we would expect, Tesla pays the most, and Johnson & Johnson, kind of hard to see because a lot of these line up over each other for the next contract, but Johnson & Johnson pays the least. As we move out in expiration, clearly the gap between these seems to open up, but as expected, Johnson & Johnson coming in last in terms of what you can get, followed by JP Morgan, then Apple and Facebook are nearly right on top of each other, and finally here you can see Tesla. As you would expect from a significantly greater implied volatility, for example, if someone would write a, let's say, what do we got here? We got the 2-week duration, or the second contract, the second weekly contract that I'm getting right now. We can see if they were going to give themselves 10% upside in the strike price, they could take in nearly 2% premium, whereas for Apple and Facebook, 10% upside might get you a 0.5% of premium now. And then to further explore, I just included some more strike price durations, but you can see this relationship tends to remain stable throughout. This might not be interesting to you, but for me, it allows me to assess a stock that I'm thinking of buying with the purpose of writing calls on it in order to establish a cash flow. Clearly, I like to take a look at these implied volatilities and see exactly what I can expect I can receive from writing a call on a percentage basis. And I guess in order to visualize this on my website, I clearly track my covered call performance, but then at the bottom here I've included a tool which will show these. As you can see in my tool here, I'm comparing Microsoft to Bristol Myers to Facebook to Tesla to Activision. I'm going to change this up. I'm going to update it on a daily basis with different companies in case you're ever interested in seeing how certain companies rank according to one another from an implied volatility perspective, presented in a format that's kind of an illustration of premium one can capture versus the strike price they write. Feel free to come back. Let me know if there's any stocks you want me to cover on this. And with that said, I'll leave you. Until next time. Thanks.